Hey, great, great Thursday, great Thursday evening. I did the pre-weight thing. People were saying that I was having the commercials click on, and I'd already started talking.
Please, sir, I want some more.
What? What? Ask for more?
I can never get enough of that one. That was just amazing. Amazing, amazing. And it is Thursday evening, guys. And it is a great evening in the city of Brownsville, Texas, guys. A great city. Canina, Canina, oh, Canina. Ella, Anelda, good evening, good evening. Robert Garcia. Hey, Erasmo, I love you. No, bro. I love you. And you know I do. Bro, we still have to do coffee and we still have to go do some I love you. I've confessed it to all the world. Love you, Baba. Let's do coffee and let's do. I got my 357 Magnum. Nelda, good evening, good evening, good evening. And Lucy, hermosa, good evening, good evening. Let me get that thing out of 2%, not enough. And actually, guys, have invited Ida Vedano, the representative for AOB, to be on, and she'll be on at 9:30. I figured that we'd get to all the pleasantries that went on during the meeting outside of the 2%. And if y'all be patient with me, we'll discuss the 2% as we'll do the 10%, 2% at 9:30. Good evening, Alea Hermosa. Good evening, Mama and Atavo, Mama and Hola, Big McDaddy. Is Sylvia in jail? Yes, Sylvia is in jail. Sylvia is in Willacy County, Papa. I'm hungry. I'm craving tacos. Is that an invitation to me? I accept. Thanks for the update. Terry! I'll bring it on. Bring it on. Good evening, Renee. So what's the word of the BAZ budget? We'll discuss that at 9 o'clock, 9:30. Yes, let's go soon. I just need to get my hands on some ammo. Baba, I need to get some shots, some boom for my 357 Magnum. If you see any out there, let me know, James. Give me a call or send me a message. But let's do coffee, man. Let's catch up on a lot of stuff that we need to talk about. Love you, man. You know that. Good evening, Amelida. Good evening. Good evening. Tomorrow, I think I read Atole should have gotten a 44 Magnum now. That's a gun. I like my 357. It's kind of cute. It looks like that Dirty Harry. Didn't a Dirty Harry have a 357 Magnum? Am I mistaken? I'm not sure. Good evening. You don't like my conflict of interest? Well, I don't like your conflict of interest. We're going to talk about that, guys. Was interesting, my man. Woo! Con ese 2%, not even para el stileros, ni para limpiarse el furifa. James, I'll send you a message in a bit. Buenas noches, buenas noches, buenas noches, buenas noches, buenas noches, buenas noches, buenas noches. Hola, hey, I hadn't seen you in a while, mi amor. Saludos. So what do you think is happening behind closed doors? I'll explain right now. I'll give you my take on everything that happened. I ate at the Brownsville coffee shop this morning. Oh, when did you eat at the Brownsville coffee shop, Tavo? Ah, 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 ah. Go to Plaza Tacos on Central Boulevard. Tortillas de harina, frijoles, hamburger. ¿Por dónde queda? Oh, you already told me. 337, cálmate, Yosemite Sam. If you want your hand blown up, sure, get a 44. Really? I got 357. El Super got 100% raise the other time. Le valió el vato. No, Dirty Hattie had a 44 Magnum. Well, very loud. Even if you don't hit your target, you scare the life out of them. I'm a good shot, mostly. I love 44 Magnums from Clint Eastwood. That's the one. 357 is still awesome. I ate about an hour ago there. You should have told me. I had time. Necesito semillas de ébano para la resortera. Lolita is La Lolita Davidovich. Guys, let me say that thank you so much for being on. Thank you so much for being patient. I will say that was a good meeting. It was a doozy, guys. It was a good meeting, very optical. Let me say, folks, like one of the things that I saw a meme and someone tagged me on it that Donald Trump's message or slogan for next time he runs should be, I told you so. And yeah, I think that's going to be one of my my themes for next time I run for office. Guys, I told you so. And we learned a lot of the things today. A lot of the things that we had talked about were confirmed today. But let me go into quick little details in regards to the timeline, the way I see it, guys. And that way, I mean, y'all can have a different, again, perspective on it. The reason that I have a set little timeline on it is because I actually have information in regards to what happened. And again, I was out there. Yeah, Trump. That should be your theme too. Let me tell you. Yeah. El Baltasar quiere llorar. One of the things that I had made mention, guys, was that, Baltasar Salazar, Baltasar Salazar is a tricky guy, is an ornery good dude. And one of the things that actually happened during last meeting is that little Eddie lost the vote. Baltasar Salazar paid off Denise and, had her vote his way. And again, very unfortunate, guys. But Baltasar Salazar, again, got cocky. Baltasar Salazar should have known, guys, that Daniela, not Daniela, sorry, Daniela, that Denise was, easily swayed, flip-flopping away. Easily swayed, guys. Baltasar Salazar didn't, no pescó la onda. So what Baltasar Salazar opted to do with, of course, with his people, Jessica, Minerva, and Drew, was they wanted to go and attack Daniela. And the way that they wanted to go attack Daniela was in regards to the conflict of interest, which should have been filed. But again, guys, it is a precedent, guys. It is already set that these people vote on things. It doesn't much matter if they have any vested interest in some way, shape, or form, and they filed no conflict of interest. And I'll give you an example. Sorry, Prisi, but you voted for many items for TSC when we brought it to your attention that it was a conflict of interest, and you still voted for those items. You voted for those items because Sylvia stated that there was nothing wrong with him, and y'all got the opinion of Baltasar Salazar. But again, Baltasar Salazar was trying to appease you all because y'all were in the majority. So again, sorry, Prisi, you lose that argument in regards to, well, we're concerned about conflict of interest. No, you should be concerned with conflict of interest. Anyway, so then what happens, guys, is that They went after Daniela because Daniela voted in favor of awarding the depository well, not the contract, depository, renewing the depository with Lone Star National Bank, where her dad sits on one of those advisory boards where he gets a salary from. She neglected to file a conflict of interest form or abstain from the vote altogether. Now, part of their argument, guys, was that it fell under consent agenda. And because it fell under consent agenda, they all voted for it blindly. You don't do that. What you do is, if you find something on the agenda where there might be a conflict of interest, you signal it out and let individuals know that you're not going to be voting on it as a consent agenda, because you need to abstain or make sure that you have your documentation in check. With that said, it really wasn't that big of a deal. But again, it was big enough of a deal that Daniela should have been aware that she needed to file the conflict of interest forms with the district, guys. Also, Joey Lopez knows what the hell is going on. Joey Lopez should have filed the conflict of interest form, or should have encouraged his little daughter to file the little rich girl the conflict of interest form. They did not, because they think that they are untouchable, that nothing that they do can ever be construed as wrong. You just have to aguantar la vara, vato. So what happened during this interval, guys, Baltasar Salazar, la Jessica Gonzalez, Minerva Peña, and Drew Brown, they went after Daniela in order to try to embarrass her, guys, because this could have easily been taken care of by just reading the opinion posted by the attorney, guys. And again, the attorney's opinion a little bit swayed, but it both stated that there was nothing criminal about it, guys. But again, there should be a little bit of criminality behind it. And that way, a lot of these people should learn how to fear that no matter what they vote for, they need to be very, very careful. Doesn't matter. So what happened is they ticked off Denise by going after Daniela. So they ticked off Denise because Denise is Daniela's cousin. So the family put pressure on Denise, like, why are you going against your cousin, Denise? So when the item came back in regards to voting for O'Hanlon, they made it a point to make it very, very, very clear upon accepting the contract for O'Hanlon that he was going to charge the district $240,000, including special education. But they had already awarded to consider giving the contract to Baltasar Salazar. So they just stated and they voted again, I think it's 4-3, in favor of giving O'Hanlon the contract with special education. Well, then Baltasar Salazar was in limbo. So now were we going to have O'Hanlon doing special education and then Baltasar Salazar doing special education? And that's where the conflict started to come at. Because then when they voted for that, then they brought to the table Baltasar Salazar's contract, guys. And let me tell you, Drew Brown was PO'd. Drew Brown went all out there to try and protect and save Baltasar Salazar. You know, guys, I wish that Drew Brown would have been as adamant, as strong-willed with the 2% increase that was given to staff, guys. Maybe a little bit more push, Drew. But no. Drew Brown and Minerva Peña and Jessica Gonzalez, guys, they did everything they could. Minerva Peña was out there crying for Baltasar Salazar. He's done such a great job. He saved us so much money. And then they tried to do the kid thing. Oh, our special need kids. Oh, they're so special. So special. They need an extra attorney. We need to dish out more money for Baltasar Salazar. But they were pissing in the wind because they lost Denise. And they lost Denise because they went after Daniela, who is her cousin. So the family did a powwow and slapped the crap out of that Denise La Muerta de Hambre. So when it came to Baltasar's contract, no contract for Baltasar Salazar. It's over. But folks, you still got Drew, Minerva, and Denise and Jessica Gonzalez on there, guys. What's going to happen next year when Drew's position is up for election, guys? When Denise's position is up for election? When Prisi's position is up for election? What's going to happen? Are people going to remember? Will people remember? Or will people still vote for the corrupt political machine? Look, guys, at the end of the day, Baltasar Salazar is now officially gone from BISD, but he hasn't disappeared, guys. There's one thing that's going to be very, very sure. Baltasar Salazar will rear his head yet again and will support Drew if she is to run again. And she will support two other candidates, guys, in each of the races. I will be running for BISD. I am also looking into running for Congress. And you better believe that I'm running for mayor of the city of Brownsville. So I will be running for BISD, guys. It's a given fact. Will you help me vote in change? La Mancha. Or will you continue to vote for the same crap over and over again? Erasmo needs a Kamala, a token girl. Maybe bring La Pingüina Marihuana. No! What song goes? Na 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 na. Hey hey hey. Adios, Balta. Na 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 na. Hey hey hey. Screw you. Hey Balta, you're out. And Erasmo Castro has never gone away, baby. Stupid. Salazar made sure he's to say thank you for paying for his kids' college. He got what he wanted. We haven't seen the last of Baltasar Salazar. I know him. He is horrible. Hola, buenas noches. I already enrolled my 8-year-old daughter from BISD. Moved her to Los Fresnos. Los Fresnos ain't that great either, but right now BISD is a mess. Sheesh. Interesting how Rosado was giving an opinion at tonight's meeting. Again, guys, had no reason to talk. But again, why little Eddie conceded in letting Baltasar Salazar talk was really stupid. But for y'all that have been watching the meetings, guys, let me say, man, what's up with these people reading everything? It's like they have a prepared statement for everything that they're going to say. But I don't know if y'all noticed, folks, is that, Prissy did okay reading her prepared statement. Lil Eddie can't even read a prepared statement. Did y'all notice that? The guy can't read to save his life. Can't read. I mean, he had a prepared statement. Who prepared it? Who prepared that statement? His wife or his side chick? Who prepared that statement? It's horrible. Horrible. I mean, and I know what he was trying to get at, but the guy can't read. Can't read. Can't read to save his life. Jessica Gonzalez at least could read her little nose. Didn't make sense. He's an imbecile. Denise reads okay. Prissy, so. And Minerva and Andrew should just shut up. But little Eddie, man, does this guy even have a degree? The guy can't read. Had a prepared statement, couldn't even read it. Guys, you don't believe me? Go back and look at the meeting. The guy can't speak. He's like, nothing against the people, but like an individual whose first language isn't English. And the guy was born here, supposedly. The board is one hot mess. Yeah. It's bad. They're using fallacies in an attempt to distract the public. Yes. Again, it's how petty they were. They should have never gone after Daniela on something so petty. But that's how they are. They'll make up stuff, guys, in order to try and make individuals look bad. Look, I've been getting some comments in regards to, Erasmo. Oh, shoot, I forgot to send. Erasmo, okay, you're out there and they didn't like you on the board, blah, 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 blah. Some stupid crap. I'm going like, guys, I served faithfully on the board. I'm very, very proud of my service while on the board, guys. 100%. I protected the district. I fought against the corrupt political machine. I went to the feds, guys. That in itself, to me, my gosh, is amazing. I mean, I literally went to the feds. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? There you are. So I'm proud, guys. I'm proud of the service that I gave while on the board. Can these people say the same? They could probably say it. Probably won't be true. Oh, I know it won't be true. I forgot that I hadn't sent it. Ida. Little Eddie used his detective skills tonight. Yeah. No tiene lo amas. Iana. Edward, Mamet, and did Daniela mess up? Yes. Did Daniela and the vendor fix it? Yes. Puro show. It's what it was, guys. Now, again, I don't care for Daniela too much and her dad too much. It wasn't a big deal. It really, really wasn't. I mean, people should be more concerned about the freezer contracts that they're going to give Joey, or they've already given Joey. Not the bank thing. The bank thing was already a done deal. On tal raise 2%. Erasmo, saca los tocos. A los tacos. Vamos. Yo invito, tú pagas, mi rey. After Pingüina and Willy Wonka talked about Salazar, I wanted to buy a candle and put Salazar's face on it como un santo. Guys, again, El Gallo Joe Valdez, wouldn't it have been so amazing if they would have used that energy that they used to fight for Baltasar Salazar's contract? If they would have used that, guys, to fight for more money for our staff out there, wouldn't it have been amazing? No, but let me tell you guys, they went all out trying to defend Baltasar Salazar. It was pathetic. I'm going to call the elephant in the room. The school lunches suck big. Our kids are obese, and we are debating a 2% raise. I brought back strawberry milk, bro. So I'm proud. Today's meeting was disgraceful. The backstabbing and deception was on full display. That is why it's toxic work environment. The work culture is shaped from the top. And let me tell you, I think you got to see a lot of the frustration. Look, Dr. Gutierrez even started to say, guys, I got 19 board, 13 or 19 board member requests. I just can't, you know, have staff out there every 5 minutes responding to stuff that is ridiculous. And what happens, guys, is the same thing that happens at the damn meetings. 13, thank you. The same thing that happens at the meetings, guys. The same thing. Thank you, guys. It's the same thing that happens at the meetings. Minerva Peña is so stupid that she has to ask the same questions over and over and over and over and over again, guys. I'm going to guarantee you that the bulk of those board member requests were coming from Minerva Peña because no pesca la onda. She's that stupid. That stupid. She is one stupid woman. So yeah, for every little thing she wants a board member request and has my people out there, my BISD staff, ay matándose. It's ridiculous, guys. To whereas they have to drop everything that they're doing in order to go produce documentation for things that they should already know anyway. Good evening, Biggie Smokehouse, my barbacoa place. Love you, Baba. Good evening. I couldn't get Facebook video to work, so I had to jump onto YouTube. Hey, go like that. Guys, all those 60 people on YouTube, like that channel, please. Thanks for coming on to YouTube. When down, hope more will follow. I agree. Again, I hope that these individuals start to decide that we need to clean house all the way from the top. Guys, we got to get rid of the deputy superintendents. We got to get rid of Rose Longoria. Look, little Eddie, I'll forgive you for your horrible speaking skills, but get your ass in gear, but your butt in gear. Sorry, I can't say ass. Get your butt in gear and get rid of the deputy superintendents. Save the district $1 million. Get rid of the deputy superintendents. Get rid of Rose Longoria. It's that simple. Money, 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 money. Money! Jessica really admires you, Erasmo. Did you catch her shout out? Those out there invent answers. Someone is mad at you. Drew is passive aggressive with low blows playing dumb. Those out there invent answers. Let me say to Jessica Snaggleteeth Gonzalez. Jessica, you're just pissed because we brought it to light that you weren't out there and requested a loan from Lone Star Bank. And you neglected to mention it until today. You got caught, you stupid chick. You got caught, you imbecile. You were out there complaining about Daniela having a conflict of interest. Your conflict of interest is actually a greater one because the way that you tried to excuse it was that, oh, it's a PPP loan. Well, couldn't you have requested a PPP loan from anyone other than the bank depository for BISD? It's not like you have an account there. Couldn't you have gone to any other financial institution? Probably not. And the reason you probably couldn't have, because they wouldn't have taken your forms. But you thought that because you had just voted to give Lone Star Bank the BISD depository, you thought, well, they're going to help me out with my PPP loan. Que chula. Fíjate. So if that's what you're referring to in regards to invent answers, no, mi amorcito, you got busted. You got caught trying to transear, trying to use the position that for some reason these people entrusted you with in order to benefit yourself and your family's business. That, my dear, is a criminal conflict of interest. and you got caught. And y'all are upset because I posted it last week. Last week, I warned folks what was going on, what was happening. Last week. So, yes, Jessica. Good luck with that one. Eddie was our dare officer at Cummings. He recognized me every time he sees me because I was a. So, what has changed? He was the McGruff dog. The McGruff dog. So the employees are only getting 2% raise and a $1,200 stipend out of this board. That is ridiculous. So sad the other districts are offering more to their employees, and they are smaller districts. One of the things that I think that was very telling is that one of the things that's very, very telling, guys, is that they were saying how they wish they could give more, but that's what's in the budget. Didn't they just receive $185 million, guys? $185 million, guys. Can you imagine giving staff bonus out of a quarter of that? At least guarantee an increase in something, in stipend or something, at least for the next 4 years. But it's not their number one priority, folks. Their number one priority isn't our staff and our students. Their number one priority is putting money into the pockets of board members and a corrupt administration. It's that simple, folks. That simple. Was Eddie the inspiration behind the inch high private? Inch high private eye. Hello, Cheese. You did awesome while on the board. We need you in there again, but the people must vote 100%, Papa. 2% ni para los tacos. Yeah, guys, there's very little people can afford with 2%. At this point, I think you all, but yeah, the employees should seek out human resources and demand a pay raise. I would. It seems like if you all coordinate or demand a raise, you could get it. Power in numbers. Unfortunately for us, there'll be a lot of the people here in the city of Brownsville, they opt not to fight for their rights. They're afraid. Yeah, it was 13. My bad. Where can I watch the meeting? I missed it. YouTube. It is on YouTube. Yeah, I asked for something simple. She doesn't. She asks for stupid things. Trust me. I've seen the board member request that she's submitted, guys. Pathetic. Infuriating. Necia la vieja. Good evening. A cat at good evening. Good evening. Gonna take more than holding a sign that you deserve more than 2%. It's like the scene in the movie, Please, sir, may I have some more?
Please, sir, I want some more.
What? What? Ask for more?
That one? It's like the scene in the movie, Please, sir, may I have some more? It's lazy. Y'all should be organizing a peaceful protest outside the glass palace or something. 100% agree with Mike. Something, guys. It is simple. ¿Por qué no puede buscarlo ella misma? Because she's a pig. I'm going to go YouTube just to dislike. Like that sucker, bro. I just got to dislike. That was you, right? Guys, please. 60 people on there, only 22 likes, guys. Come on. Here, Tavo up there. Good evening as well. What about the 2 directors to be hired? That is going to be later on. They are in executive session right now. DJ, we will know later on tonight. But by then, our show will be over. We should know what the heck's going on after a little bit. But again, part of the question was it going to be someone local? Or was it going to be someone from Edinburgh? We'll see. What about the $17 million for upper administration and the way that the numbers are skewed to show that they could get more upper administration. Principals are paid through the instructions category. It's madness. It makes absolutely no sense. Erasmo, simps for no one. I saw that one. Jessica knew exactly what she was doing. She looked totally caught and lashed out, posing as the victim, of course. Of course. But and again, guys, I'm going to pat myself on the back. Guys, for you all that are on here, guys, you hear it here, here first. We share information with you all, guys. And it's important information because based on the information that we share with our people out there, guys, based on that information is how the sport ultimately decides as the which way they're going to move. So we did a good job together. Jessica Snagos Gonzalez is a disgusting woman. Disgusting. Did they say anything about on transgender restrooms? No, we could still use any which restaurant you want. Hey, Erasmo, how is evening? Jay, now that you're here, bro, the evening is amazing. Love you, Baba. I hear BIC doesn't want to pay the overtime that the people put in graduation. You are 100% correct, guys. One of the things that they tried to do, Edward, is they try to say, we're going to go into a flex schedule. So let's say you work 12 hours today, then 4 hours go for another day that you can leave early. Hello, Eneida Hermosa. Mr. Eddie did tell Jessica, you already spoke more than enough. So, yes, a small hope he can put them in their place, baby. You're giving them too much credit. What's going to happen is that little Eddie is going to rub someone other the wrong way again and going to lose the majority of the vote. Let me tell you, I don't want board members to be limited in regards to what they have to say, unless it's Minerva, Drew, or Jessica. It's just it seems kind of childish. You know what I mean? I mean, guys, ultimately, you're the ones that put her in there. The people put her in there. So, Jessica, Minerva, and Drew, guys, get rid of them. It's that simple. And let people speak. I do not believe in quenching speech. Good evening, Alexia Hermosa. Good evening. I don't believe in it. I think it's wrong. I think people should speak their mind and be given the right to speak their mind. And again, you want to make sure that the individuals that you're giving that privilege to speak their mind, as they're going to be conscientious, that they have to keep it short and to the point. Problema is that Minerva doesn't know anything about keeping anything short to the point. Little Eddie does because he's chaparrito, chapaneco. What do you call an annoying gay man? I've never drawn a day of unemployment in my life. 53, 9 kids. What are your rights? Take care of yourself. Don't count on the government. Damn, Todd. You've been very productive, Papa. 9 kids, bro. Damn. It's a lot of kids. Good job, man. Congratulations. 2%, and it's more demanding. Weekends, teacher academy, etc. Nope. Teachers get 2%. Morale will 2%. Guys, y'all are like milk. BISD employees. Los lecheros. Why? It's 2%. Los lecheros de BISD. 23 likes. ¿Dónde? 36 now. Thank you, guys. That's Nada. That's on YouTube. Morale will be down. It will be down. No, it wasn't me. I need to make a YouTube account. Got one, but it's for my girls. Are you? As long as you don't compete with me, I'm okay. You gotta fight for your rights to party. Thanks, thank you, Baba. It's going to be someone from Edinburgh. We already know. Any higher up jobs is for the employees. Please be real. I see where that could come from. Peanuts gang. Coming from a Peanuts, gay Charlie Brown, a scene Peanuts gang. I don't think the word peanuts. I think peanuts. Brown watches your show because during the meeting she kept saying people think the district is too top heavy. She says they could hire more administrators if they wanted to. She is so pathetic, guys. And that's what they ultimately want to do. They want to hire more directors. They want to hire more people at the top, guys. Guys, I can prove to you that BISD is top heavy. I have the numbers, guys. I can prove to you BISD is top heavy. But they want to hire more? No, fregues. I don't think the Lopez family is going to take the humiliation. Well, that is why I should have been a little smarter. What happened to Maggie? The district came down hard on Maggie for coming out on the show. If we all don't hang together, then we will all hang separately. It's true. That's why you moved to a charter school. Love you, Baba. I'm still here. Well, I sure didn't vote for those clowns, but till people wake up, this is what we're all stuck with. 100%. 100%. Little Eddie can easily be bought by a Peter Piper Pizza and $5 worth of tickets for games. Yes. Los Lecheros, 2% sad. The 2%ers. Isn't it crazy, guys? A 2% increase. You can use your email, Mike. Yeah, Mike, it's not that hard. Do you have a YouTube account? Yes, Erasmo Castro, Eneida. Erasmo Castro. Go find the show. Let me know that you're on. It's sad that the board don't bake the employees to hire from the within. They prefer to pay someone from the outside, 100%. And I think that's part of the big old issue that, guys, we keep on getting these individuals from other districts, guys, come in here, trying to tell the people that have, bled, sweat, and teared all the way through several years of service in order to be disrespected by getting someone that is not from here, who has less experience to come in and try to tell individuals what to do. It's horrible. At this rate, there will never be a performing arts center. Never. I finally gave you the like, buddy. Finally! You can use some more likes. All jobs are being more demanding. I heard a gas station employee say the other day that the owners were making them drive their personal vehicles to pick up pallets of merchandise in their personal vehicles. No compensation for gas. That is crazy. I mean, how many pallets can you fit a small car? Yo por eso no trabajo. Rather just bang old lady. Si te encuentras una millonaria, me la pasas. Charter schools have their own set of problems that you will never hear about 100% because everything gets thrown under the rug. The government was handing out cash like it was water, PPP, EDLI. Was it wisely distributed? That's your tax dollars at work. Check it out online, 100%. So much for free speech. Free Maggie. Actually, if we are to be Space City Performance Arts Center is not the impossible, but it sure won't come from the district. It sure won't. And let me say, there's a greater possibility, guys, that we're going to get a performing arts center from someone like Elon Musk than we are from the district who has already taken $50-some million, guys, in order to build a performing arts center. Will Brownsville ever be like McAllen? Unfortunately, Jorge Andres, never, man. We are always going to be stagnant, and it's because of all these people out here that continue to steal the money that should be going to our staff and students. So what happened to Balta? I missed that part. He's gone, retired. Adios, arrivederci. Yet the inflation rate this year will be at 5 to 6%. So they're actually getting a pay cut. It's not good. Pay cut, pay cur. My tax dollars on the stupid media. That, guys. I hate the median. But I hate these Brownsville drivers. My God, folks. Stop driving 40 miles an hour on the damn expressway, folks. Stop stopping at yellow lights. Literally, just today, I had to sacarle la vuelta a alguien who just stopped at the yellow light. I don't get it. I already told Sam that our 2% raise is not going to help us pay his COVID medical bills. Gotta good. Today, I got one bill for $50,000. Again, guys, it doesn't make any sense whatsoever, guys. The amount of money that was allocated to our staff is ridiculous, guys. And again, one of the things, if you saw the meeting, you heard Gutierrez going out there and say, whereas we'd like to pay him more. Shut up. You liar. It's not true, guys. Again, what happened to the 183 million? Since they are making a point in our center, can't the district be sued because the taxpayers already paid for that? Don't think so. Let me say, guys, I had prepared to sue the district. I had spoken with some friends in judicial, guys, and I was going to file a lawsuit against the district for misappropriation of funds. And I say that because Baltasar's contract was up today. If they would have hired Baltasar back as a special education board attorney, I would have filed suit. I would have definitely filed suit, and I was ready for it. Just didn't happen, didn't come into fruition because they kicked him out to the curb. Hey, Ida, how you doing?
Hey, just got in, literally ran into the house. So
I saw you at the meeting.
Oh, did you?
Well, virtually.
What'd you think?
You did a great job. I appreciate that you went out there and stood your ground. Went out there and said, "Hey, we are the largest association here in the district, and we're being neglected. We're not being given a seat at the table in order to share or express our members' concerns with the minimal raise that was given or distributed out today." How did it go with? We're calling it the Lechero meeting. You know why we're calling it the Lechero meeting?
No, why?
Because it's 2%.
What an insult! It's an insult. I was so upset. I just couldn't believe. First of all, I couldn't believe when, and I'm going to say it how it is, but for Alegría to go up there and thank all the board members and saying all these things. I don't know if you got to see when he went up there to speak. They were thanking him for all the great work. And then Hamas did the same thing with Best. And it's like, how do you do that? When they stood there and they knew they were going to go in there and they were going to accept and approve the 2%. And that's what's really sad. It is really sad. I mean, these employees have gone above and beyond in this last year and a half. They always have, but this past year and a half, they did even more. And for everybody up there, because it was unanimously approved, They approved 2%. I don't care what you're going to say that the fund balance and whatever, this and that, you could have found some funds to be able to do better than 2%. Come on.
Well, let me tell you that what concerned me is that Gutierrez went on there and tried to make it sound like, guys, we're doing everything we can. We, if we could, we'd pay more, but we can't.
Bull. That's baloney. It's not true.
But didn't we just get the 183?
We've gotten not all the 185 million have come in, but 123 have come in. Okay. And yes, that is going to be for the next 3 years. But you know what? There's been so much other things that Brownsville ISD has been blessed with. All the money that came in from Elon Musk. Yes, that cannot be used on salaries, but it freed up quite a bit of money for them to be able to provide a bigger raise than 2%.
Well, that money in my stance could have been used for something other, where other monies could have been freed up in order to go and serve the community. And unfortunately for us, my issue is, there's so many butt kissers out there, and you mentioned Alberto Alegría and that other imbecile, the Hammonds. But let me say, every single time that they go to the podium, I make sure to mute the sound, because I already now know that the ass kissery is butt kissery, my church people. The butt kissery is going to be like supreme. So I just shut them off completely. The problem is that a lot of the individuals out there, a lot of the people, they settle for mediocrity, Ida. And I'm sorry that this might include some individuals, even from y'all's association, but there's some individuals out there that say like, oh, well, it's okay, we got something. And that irks my chain. That people settle for so little when they know that this year and a half has been very, very taxing, not only financially for a lot of our staff out there, but also psychologically. Very, very, very taxing. And then to come up with a 2% raise, it's an insult.
It is. It's an insult. And, what got me was I couldn't believe that they unanimously approved it. And how do you do that? How do you say that it's okay? I think this board doesn't realize, or I don't know, that they have that power over the superintendent to reject this and say, no, this is not good enough. You're going to go back and you're going to find the funds to give more than 2%. And I don't know if it's just that they're believing what they say, what Gutierrez says, or what the heck is going on. But, it just can't continue like this.
I agree.
It was a sad day.
I agree. Ida, so what happens now? What can the employees do? I saw that you all came out in the news and BISD refused to give an interview and just a statement that they can only do 2%.
Correct. We need to stand together, guys. You all don't know how much power you have. We can organize this, but people refuse to come forward. And believe me, we'll do our part in voicing your concerns. But if you guys would stand together, as employees of BISD and say, no, it is not enough to accept this, we can bring about that change. Can't forget how bad of a situation food service was in. And it was because we helped to organize those employees, and we brought down a very corrupted director there. So that's the power that we have when we get together and we decide to speak up. So it's like Erasmo is saying, 2%. If you guys are going to be okay with it, then they're going to be okay with it. But let me tell you, your 2%, you're not even going to feel it
No.
But I can guarantee Gutierrez is going to feel his 2%.
Hell yeah.
That's a whole lot more.
A whole lot.
In the petition, and that was very upsetting. The petition got over 1,000 signatures, Erasmo. It was presented to the board members. It was sent to each board member. And still, like that, it didn't faze them. That's upsetting.
It is upsetting.
It's very upsetting.
I did the ACER survey that BISD had online to give input in how to spend the funds, and there was no option for teacher pay increase. It's just for the students to remedy the learning loss during COVID.
Now, on that, Erasmo, if I may, they're doing the survey now. Other districts were doing the survey a month ago. Okay, we already saw that they already have the draft of where the funding is going to be allocated. He wants to submit that application already July 1st, even though it's not due until July 20 something. Okay, but he wants to submit it early. I mean, so why are you asking for input now if you're already about to submit that for approval? It makes no sense.
None whatsoever.
Yeah. I mean, as a board member, I would tell him, no, you're not going to submit it July 1st because we've dropped the ball yet again, thanks to you, Dr. Gutierrez. And we didn't ask for input from our employees. We didn't ask them if they wanted to serve on the committee. We handpicked the people who served on that committee. They were bragging about that almost 300 people are on those committees, that ESSER committee. But you know what? There was a lot of other employees that wanted to be on that committee as well. And they weren't given that opportunity. Why? Because you only wanted to be able to hear from the ones that you can get your answers from, the ones you want? Your yes people?
The yes people.
So how do we get better that way?
It doesn't happen. And it's not going to happen anytime soon, unfortunately, for the district. With Elon Musk school donation money, we could spend them on professional chef because the lunch foods they're making taste like crap. George Andres! I bet the administration gets 10% plus raise. I think that they're still probably going to get a 2% raise. But again, at a $400,000 a year salary, guys, that is significant. Don't ask me to do the math. I'm horrible at math. I'm sure they're going to bury the money in their hundreds of accounts and do whatever they want later on. I think what David is referring to, he might not. I might just be putting words into his mouth. But guys, look what they did to the $50 million that they put aside for the Performing Arts Center. $50 million, guys. We have never seen them again. And that's very, very unfortunate for our district. It was pathetic for Gutierrez to whine about his staff having to work on a $500 million budget. Like that's literally your job and what you're paid for. 100%. I don't believe a Performing Arts Center idea. I don't like the Performing Arts Center idea. There's so much other things like parents selling chicken plates to send kids to state meets. Why does each high school have its own bus painted like a mascot, like crappy towns like Don Elshas? So many buses out of commission and a lot, and the diesel mechanics on payroll, they can custom bus, would rather auction them off. Let me say about this. I'll answer some of this, and you can have input if you'd like. Let me say, Mike, the problem is that you've already been taxed for the Performing Arts Center. It's money that you've already dished out, and we got nothing. And I'll give you an example. It's like if you're buying a house, and you're sending your mortgage payment to the house, and then when you finish giving all your money out there for your house, you've come to find out that you're not really going to get the house. But you say, well, wait a minute, I already invested this money into the house. I paid. I mean, that's what it was put aside for. Well, they used it for something else. So where's your house?
Yep.
It's your money. It's already been there. Now, in regards to the kids out there selling plates, again, Mike, people don't vote. And you're going to get stuck with the chicken plate fiasco in every single election, guys. You either get them from the politicians that are going to steal your money and put it in their pocket, or you're going to have to go out and sell them in order to make ends meet to send Junior off to a track meet up in Dallas or Fort Worth or Houston, or a dance competition or a chess match, because they're always going to say what they said today. There's no money.
Yep.
There's no money.
But yet, in the I don't know if you saw in the ESSER presentation that they had, they're allocating 2.4 million Erasmo for adult ed, which
Yes.
serves roughly a little bit over 1,000 students.
If that.
Yeah. So, do you think that that's the best plan for 2.4 million? Do
No,
you
it's
think
not. Not
that that 2.4 million can go towards the retention stipends instead?
Yeah.
Where it'll impact 6,500 roughly employees? Come on.
Come on, man.
But
You're
oh, you don't want to let us sit at that table. And
Great.
you didn't invite us. You did invite though, TBEA.
Well,
Why?
yeah, 'cause the butt kissers.
I mean, that's just wrong. But you know what? We're going to continue to fight to get that darn seat at the table. Because
But, yeah, they need some representation out there. They have none. The staff has none out there at the table, because they're continuously inviting these folks. What's his name? Alegria and the Hammonds guy. They're pieces of crap. Baltasar will be back once they all calm their tatries over breakfast, and Baltasar will be back. I don't know. I think he's gone at least till the next election. He'll be back, guys, next election. I guarantee
but
you.
you know what? I wish the board members would fight for bigger raises like they were fighting for those attorneys.
That's exactly what I said before you came on.
Oh, really?
Exactly. Because, Ida, the passion
Did you? Yeah.
that Minerva was out there spewing.
I thought Drew was going to start crying up there.
I thought Drew was going to start crying. I mean,
was like, wow. I was like, my gosh. But how quickly they approved the 2%.
without a tear.
I'm telling you, it was a sad day to see that.
It was. And again, anyone out there, all you have to do, guys, is go back and look at the meeting. Minerva Peña was adamant. Oh, Baltasar Salazar has done a great job. A great job. And then, I hate, Ida, that they try to use our special ed students. Mm-hmm. Oh, our children. It's all about the children.
That he has a special connection with them. He's made such a great connection. He works directly with those special ed students, or what?
He didn't even mention the special ed students when he was supposedly mega or quasi thanking the BISD, but he did say, "Hey, thanks for putting my kids through college." You dumb butt.
I caught that. I was like, "Oh, buddy, I don't think you should have said that." It's like, thanks for fully funding my kids while everybody else have student loans and stuff, but my kids don't. Thanks to you all.
My two girls, college education, thanks to y'all morons. The BISD the board does not give a crap about teachers and staff. Nope, they sure don't. I mean, all you have to do, again, going back to Ida's comment and what I said before, all you have to do is see the energy behind the 2% and the energy behind protecting Baltasar Salazar. That's simple.
Yep.
Seems Baltasar got more praise as opposed to the staff of the district, just unbelievable. 100%. They can keep the money and give it to corrupt vendors who will give them a kickback. 100%. He does not deserve to be called doctor.
It's very rare that I do say doctor when it comes to him.
Gutierrez, why do you get that increase? Because it's put into his contract. Why does he get an increase too? Pathetic. Because it's embedded in his contract. When teachers get a raise, he gets the equal amount of percentage in that raise. And again, I'm going to blame Sylvia Atkinson, guys. She was adamant in giving him a $350,000 plus salary.
Mm-hmm. Why do you think because some districts actually do do a flat amount like $2,500, $3,000 raise. He is not going to do that over here. He's going to stick to a percentage, because his raise will be roughly around $8,000, guys. $8,000. So,
and let me tell you, $8,000 for people here is a lot of money. And for me, it's a fortune.
plus, did you see the item of some program that he's going to go and get some certification for it? He will be doing all of that during BISD time. Can you believe that?
It's nice to take vacations on BISD money.
Yeah, no, but he's going to get some certification, and he's going to bring all that knowledge to BISD. Yeah, him and the two deputies. They approved that unanimously tonight, so they can be able to do that on BISD's dime.
Crazy.
So,
what are the
I'm a little annoyed today? Yes.
What are the qualifications of the people in charge of deciding the allocation of funds? As a taxpayer, I want to know who it is. Do they know about the numbers? Unfortunately for us, those that oversee are the board members, and those who vote the board members in are the community. And again, one of the things that I will say, Gracie, is it's not so much as having qualifications or understanding finance. It's making sure that the individuals that the district already hires to do all this are actually doing their job, who are knowledgeable in all these matters. $9,000, between $8,000 and $9,000. What is Aina running for? We've tried to convince her, but she doesn't want to get into the mix.
No, I'll leave the politics to other people. That way, I can continue to attack them all.
I accept. Having our own performing arts center would save us money later by not paying others to house our dance competition, jazz, theater, art galleries, ballroom, chess. 100%. I agree. How badly corrupted is the district? How hot does it get here in summer? Oh, yes, I know. Bring on the arts center. Just wish we could have invested elsewhere. But you're right. Bring it. Sometimes something better than nothing. You know, at the end of the day, Mike, and I'll say this. Look, I was against the scoreboard. I didn't vote for the scoreboard. It happened before my time. But one of the things that when I had a conversation with Coach Joe, and we talked about the scoreboard, he says, Erasmo, our kids deserve something good. And the scoreboard was to be something good. And look, whatever you want to talk about, the money, how much it costs, lo que tú quieras. But in that sense, he's right. Guys, if look, I didn't agree with the scoreboard. Let me make this very, very clear. But if I am going to spend $1.4 million, I want it being spent on something that's going to benefit our students. And again, we could go into the cost of it back and forth. So in regards to the Performing Arts Center, guys, our kids deserve so much better than what has been given to them. So much better.
I think you changed your mind on the scoreboard when you saw your picture up there.
100%.
I knew it. I
actually posted on. Did you see my post?
Yes, I saw that one.
$2.4 million. Not sure what that one said.
Oh, that's the money that's going to adult ed.
Oh yeah,
2.4. Yep, that's right.
Where can one keep a track of the ESSER funds or where they are going? I think that you have to.
They're going to submit that application and it has to get approved. So it does become public information. But the thing is of how they decided to allocate that's what's upsetting. They didn't take everybody's input into consideration for it. Now they're doing it now, pero ya pa qué? He's going to submit that already.
Exactly. As well, those funds were great, already designated, and now they are being redirected for more high-level positions and deputy galore jobs. Crazy.
Oh yeah, because did you heard how they were talking about how they are not top heavy at BISD.
Yes, someone made mention of that at the start of the show, how Drew was like, well, despite what Erasmo says,
Oh, they didn't say your name.
did they have
I was there. They didn't say your name.
did they have to?
No. Yeah. Drew made it clear that, it's important to for it to be known that BISD is not top heavy. And then Eddie did agree. He says, yes, it's very important. So I'm like, wow.
I heard that Patrick was invited to the committee. What did he do? Not kissing up butt like Alegria? Let me tell you, he's an expert at it. The district should start involving top-level master teachers in district and making decisions. Teachers know firsthand what are their academic needs to our students. I agree. And
Absolutely.
And let me say, Gracie, that for a lot of these, maybe even the budget, but a lot of these curriculum policy, a lot of staff should be invited into these committees, and have their input as well. That would be amazing transparency. It'll also make individuals a little bit more responsible in regards to what goes on in the district. As a board member, I would love to see this if I was a board member, because that way, it gives me an out in regards to saying, well, you're part of the committee, it's a great idea. And plus it would involve a lot of folk out there. Oh, shut up, Minerva. That children, Bansal only represents like 1 or 2 special education students and gets paid big bucks, 100%. Bansal was good at money in the board member's pocket, and he's gone. Is fear of retaliation that holds staff from speaking up or joining AOBE in protest? Unfortunately, yes. Look what happened to Maggie. So would you limit the board when you rise or replace the board? We as a community need to replace the board, without a doubt. Just need to replace the board. What I would do, in my opinion, we need to be a little bit more inclusive in regards to the decision-making process out here. My special needs kid will be in 7th grade. He has never been allowed to attend summer school program. They always deny him, but they love to use them as poster children to ask for more money. Yes.
Very true.
Very, very true. It is shameful. Will TEA come and disband this board, please? I am still hopeful that this summer TEA will pay a visit to BISD.
It's coming. It's coming.
So you agree? Yes? Yes. In Olivera Middle School, I talked with a girl who was a gorgeous. She communicated with sign language only. I'd write notes to her back and forth. Had I known then what I know now about women, I would have married her. She could talk. You're going to get me in trouble with a woman vote. Well, then if Sylvia fought for him to get his raise and his percentage, then Gutierrez has got to be corrupt too, Erasmo. There's no way he isn't corrupt. He's got control of the purse, guys. That's simple. Ida, he, and the 2 deputies. Yeah.
Oh, they're going to that. Yeah.
Yes.
Thing. Mm-hmm.
It makes no sense for a super to get a raise when teachers do. He has all those college degrees like administrators. He should get a raise with them, not teachers. But it's not women's fault. I'm an idiot. I actually do a disclaimer before I start dating a girl. Morden, independent fool district. Morden.
So
The scoreboard was good, but we were paid. Yes. Has Sam Stadium structurally integrity even been checked recently? Have you all seen all these buildings collapsing? I think it has. I disagree, Gigi Ramirez. If that ever happens, the top level teachers will be the butt kissers. We aren't using transparency. What about the building, Old Valentine's store that is in Washington Street? That supposedly is a performing arts center. That is too small of an event center. It is called a performing arts center, Fifi, but it is not at the capacity of what the district needs in order to be a better service to the students. We actually need a performing arts center that seats at least 1,200 people. What if they still have a staff? What if they still have a staff after the 2%? Yeah, they will. Transparency is good optics.
They will, but it's going to be horrible for morale.
Horrible, and that's something that someone mentioned earlier. Just got a call from Ben Nees inquiring about BISD being pot heavy. Wants to know if we can apply for
Oh my gosh.
top heavy.
It was
It
so.
was so easy to tell when they are talking about you without having mentioned your name. We laughed it out. Yes. I love it. I love it when they imply, well, Erasmo saying, I love it. But don't they all have those committee during teacher work hours? As far as I've heard, those they host those meetings while teach. Yes, 100%. And that was one of the things that bothered me, especially with the meetings when they were trying to increase the tax. 2%? No, chet up. Benny's call told me to tell Richard Steamboat to quit for the pot jokes before he punches Mrs.
Gee, wow, that's mean.
Ay, Mike. Sorry, so sorry. What a great way to end the show. Ida, anything else coming up for AOBE as of recent, or any last words?
Oh my gosh. On this one, guys, if y'all are ready to organize, let me know. Reach out to us. I mean, we're going to continue to fight for the bigger retention stipends. We're going to continue to be your voice on that. But we do need you all to stand behind us. We can't be settling for this. More can be done. We cannot just take Gutierrez's word for it. Okay. And we can't. You all deserve more for the hell you all have been put through. I mean, we've heard it all. We've heard the stories. I mean, you guys falling apart in tears and everything, but y'all were still there for BISD, and they can return that favor to you all. They should. That's the least that they could do for what you all have done, and you all have stood by them and put your family's needs aside to be able to do your job. So they need to show you that respect in return. And right now is the opportunity that they have. They blew it tonight with the 2%, but they can make it up with these retention stipends, at least for the next 3 years. Because that of presenting 3,200 for the in total for the 3 years is also unacceptable. That is an insult. You guys are worth more. So stand up for it. You really need to. And you let us know. If you're not a member with AOBE, let us know. You can go to myaobe.com, sign up, reach out to me, reach out to Erasmo. He knows how to get a hold of us. And let's do something about this. Let's not sit back and say it's okay. They've got the money. They have the money. I don't care what he says.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Because it's not okay.
Yeah.
We
can't believe their stories of what they're able to allocate more money. Donna ISD, as small as it is, but they didn't get as much funding. They did not. They got, I believe it was $80-some million. Okay. But they are committing to the next 3 years, $3,000 each year. So if they can do that, why the heck can't BISD do that? You deserve it. So don't be okay with it.
Yeah, stop standing for mediocrity. In the words of Rose Longoria, los maestros también pen. They don't even stand up for other teachers when there's a grievance, and then they can make a difference.
They can.
I'm going to agree with Big Daddy, because let me say, Big Daddy's almost always right. But it's true, is that, guys, if you see that there's an injustice towards a coworker, a teacher, guys, you have to stand with your coworker, guys, because, and I've said this, stated this before, because in time you might be that coworker in the future,
Absolutely.
and you're going to need individuals out there standing with you, fighting with you, guys. It is the only way that we're going to bring about true change for the district and for our community, guys. If we continue to unite and bring and stand up against the corrupt political machine. I'm sorry, Rene Gutierrez is not the most powerful individual in the district.
No, he's not.
The board members are not the most powerful individuals at BISD. You are. You are. You, the parent, you, the student, you, the staff member. You are the most powerful individual in this community. Is to start believing that, start acting on it, and stop accepting crumbs. Enough is enough.
Erasmo, if I may,
Please.
I know you have a very big audience here, and today we texted out the contact information for the school board members, and it has their cell numbers on there. It has their email address where you're able to get a hold of them. If each one of you all, if you don't want to do it yourself, then get somebody to do it for you. Call them and let them know how you feel about this 2%. Because they still have time to go back and change that by the end of this month. They can do that. They need to go back and they need to tell him and demand that they find more funding for this. I really didn't think that they were going to go through with the 2%, but we can still make a difference. Contact those board members. That's what they're there for right now. They got elected. So you have the right to contact them. So I hope you can encourage your audience, Erasmo, to please do that. Because
100%.
there's people that are not being able to pay their bills. They have medical issues now, medical bills that have increased because of COVID, and they expect them to be able to be okay and pay these things that have come up with a 2% increase. No.
Crazy. A lot of us lost family and friends and had to hold back tears in front of our students.
Absolutely.
They're very taxing. Become the modern day Wollstonecraft. Wollstonecraft? I didn't ask for the board. Preach! I'll be out there, I promise. 2022. They won't answer. They're playing chalupa. Thank you, Ida, for coming on. Keep on fighting the good fight.
Thank you. We can't do it alone, though. We can all do it together.
It's
We can
appreciated.
do this.
Yeah, we can. And it's appreciated. It really is. Keep on fighting the good fight. Keep on representing our staff, our students, and the community of Brownsville as a whole. Guys, again, AOBE has a social media presence. Go out there and watch out for a lot of the live videos. They're very informative, and be a part. You haven't signed up, please inbox them and get information in regards to signing up. There is power in numbers, guys, and it is time. I think this is wrong. I think it's wrong too. Founder of the women's movement. Oh, amazing. It's time for a revolution. Preach, Juan Carlos. I agree. Guys, have a great evening. Again, social distance, face coverings, hand sanitizer. If you still believe in that, guys, keep on keeping each other safe, and someone feed that dog. Guys, be good to each other, and please continue to be good to me. See you tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock in the morning. Thanks, Aida.